Hey folks, welcome to another training video. Today's gadget is the Notes Gadget, which you can use to take notes on a file inside OU Campus. The notes can either be public or private. Let's log into the system and see what's going on. So the Notes Gadget is going to appear for me on the sidebar. I have to be viewing a file in order to take notes about it, so we'll only see the gadget appear when I'm viewing or editing a file or asset in the system. Once I've got a page pulled up, I can expand my Notes Gadget, and I'll be given the opportunity to view existing notes that have been made, and also compose my own. Notice that there are two tabs for the gadget, Public and Private. Public notes can be created by anyone and viewed by anyone. If I was the one to create the note, like I was for this one here, you can see I have the option to edit it by clicking the pencil icon, or delete it altogether by clicking the X icon. If I wanted to compose a new note, I can simply start typing in the field near the top of the gadget. When I finish, I need to click the floppy disk icon in order to save it. Hitting enter will just create another line in the note. Private notes, on the other hand, can be viewed by only you, so of course you always have the ability to edit and delete all of these. You'll notice that in both tabs, there's a filter view, so you can choose to show notes that were created over certain time intervals, ranging from within the last month to the entire history of the page. On the Public tab, you're able to view who sent the note and when it was created. The Private tab doesn't show who sent the note because obviously it was you, but you'll still be able to see the date and time just like you were in Public. So functionality-wise, that's basically it for the gadget. Let's talk about when it's useful. Personally, I like to use the Private tab of the Notes Gadget a fair amount. It's great for when you want to make changes to a page that may be pretty long and involved, and thus take multiple days to finish. If I'm working on a single page over multiple workdays, I make notes to myself in the gadget at the end of each day, so I always remember where I left off and what I still need to do. The Public tab is great for administrators or department managers who may not have the time to make edits to pages themselves, but find changes that should be made as they're perusing the site. They can add a public note, and then the next editor viewing the page can read the note and make the needed changes. This is also a good way to encourage adoption of gadgets in general amongst your users, because it gets them in the habit of opening up the gadget sidebar and thinking about using gadgets more, in this example most notably the Notes Gadget. If they don't have the sidebar open, they're likely missing out on some key time-saving tools, such as these notes. That's pretty much all we've got in terms of recommendations and best practices. Now let's recap the main points of the Notes Gadget. First of all, it resides on the gadget sidebar and appears only when you're viewing or editing a file or asset. You can use the gadget to leave notes for yourself or for other users who view the same file and have the gadget open. Finally, notes, as long as they were written by you, can be edited and deleted at any time. That covers the Notes Gadget, everyone. Thanks for watching.